Okay, so I just saw the film Entebbe, and yeah, I have a lot to say about this film. And as it is pouring down with rain, and I have about 40 minutes till my train, what better time to talk about it? Anyway, this film. First of all, let me start with the trailers. The trailers were they were a curious case. The first one was the one that I saw the first time was interesting. I thought, oh yay, a political thriller. And then found out it was a 12A, and I thought, okay, it's a thriller. It's a political thriller, and but it's a 12A, so I thought that can't get as intense as I'd want it to. Then we get to the trailer's frequency. I think I saw this trailer more than I saw the Avengers trailer. Yeah. Which is why, and I hated the trailer by that point. So when I saw that it was being pushed back a freaking month. Yeah, when it got pushed back a month, I almost cried. I mean, yeah, I'd have to see the trailer more often. And I to be fair, I only saw it once after that, in that month. But hey ho, it was painful. Oh jeez, the trailer was painful. So I saw that trailer way too often. Then we come to the film itself. The film doesn't know what it wants to be. Does it want to be a political thriller? Yes. Does it want to be a indie Wes Anderson type dance drama? Yes. This film has some of the weirdest opening and weirdest ending I've seen this year. And I've seen like a lot of films, and that has the weirdest opening and that has the weirdest ending this year so far. And the way it opened, it feels like the director saw Isle of Dogs early and was like, oh my god, I need to do that. So half the movies, like, it feels like Isle of Dogs soundtrack plus political thriller, and a lot of it doesn't work. There's a side plot involving one of the dancers and her boyfriend who's in the army, and I kind of see how it ties in and how it sort of adds a human element to the army, but this is so dull and boring, and I just it's aggravating. It's bad. And the actual political stuff itself, there's two sort of sides to it. There's the terrorists with the hostages, and then there are the government officials. The government officials, they just bored me. I mean, I didn't really care. The Ugandan president was in it for not as long as I would have liked. I would have liked him to be in it much longer, because he was sort of more entertaining. It would have been a very entertaining villain. He was the best villain. And the villains, that we had one terrorist that they try to make us sympathise with, played by Daniel Brawl, and yeah, I admit I liked his character, but the one played by Rosamund Pike was a mixed bag. Was she on his side? Was she on the other terrorist side? It was a mixed bag. So yeah, at best, this film's a mixed bag. At worst, it's an identity crisis. Like, it almost feels like it's trying to be too pretentious and appeal to an audience. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. This film tries to be the pretentious indie film while also trying to be some kind of like thriller. And the thriller aspect doesn't work. The pretentious side doesn't work. I will admit, okay, the climax was kind of cool. The climax where they're performing the raid right at the end, and yeah, this is based on a true story, so I mean, I can't really hold back some spoilers, but yeah, when they're right at the end, it is kind of cool. I got into it. The music was cool. The editing was like, what the hell? Why was it switching? It switched back between the dance and the raid way too much, and it just didn't. It wasn't very. It was entertaining, just wasn't very good. I can't really say it makes the film worth watching. Like, a 5-minute scene out of, and also that scene was a little bit too slow for me to definitely check out. Well, not check out. Sorry, just got. Wow, I just saw a tweet notification about merch. So check out the film. That 5-minute scene is too slow for me to recommend it. You watch the film for. I mean, the tone is all over the place. The plot is all over the place. The editing is all over the place. This film is all over the place. I can't recommend it. This film gets 1 star out of 5. It's bad. Don't go watch this, guys. Even if you're intrigued, I wouldn't say go watch this. This was really bad.